at the beginning of the movie, you find out that Wallace has basically not really been going out of the house and not really been seeing friends much for a few months because he's had his heart broken by his ex-girlfriend who he found cheating on him. And so he's in a really bad state at the beginning of the film and has kind of given up on the idea of love. Wallace's parents were divorced and had a very bad relationship, and even his sister, her boyfriend left her and now she's a single mum. So a lot of the relationships in his life have been very troubled, and so he sort of gives up on love. And as soon as he does that, he meets this girl who he falls completely in love with. And he's trying so hard not to admit to himself that he has fallen in love with her, that he says to himself, well, she has a boyfriend, we can't be together right now, so we'll just be friends. And so that's kind of the premise of the film, is he is trying to work out if they can be just friends and without anything else complicating it. And as the film goes on, it becomes more and more difficult for him to maintain that because it's becoming more obvious that he has fallen totally in love with her.
I just had sex. I'm about to eat nachos! It's the greatest moment of my life! Oh, did you guys meet? Wallace,
Hi.
This is my cousin Chantry.
Thank you for being so gracious in victory.
No, it was almost much easier, I would say, just because this is, as you say, the first time I've played somebody who's just in real life and modern as well. So yeah, it wasn't, I wouldn't say easy, but it was very natural to play somebody who sort of talks like I talk, and also we used a lot of improvisation in the film, so I think that meant that my own sense of humor was allowed to come out a bit more.
I'm gonna give you my number. We should hang out.
Yeah.
My boyfriend will be worried about what happened to me. So, friends?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
The script, really, I mean, the script was so strong and so funny and so smart, and I feel like a lot of romantic comedies kind of sweep the complexities of life and relationships away because they don't. It's harder to write that film, and it's much easier if none of those complications exist. So one of the things I loved about this movie was that they use the complications of relationships. They use how tricky relationships are to navigate as a serious, plot point in the film, rather than shying away from it. What was the hardest scene to do? Well, the funniest scene, I think, was probably when we were all sitting around the fire naming different versions of Cool Whip. And there's this whole sequence where we have to come up with different names for this American cheese product, and so we just, and it was mainly Adam Driver just improvising loads of things, and me just sitting around laughing. So that was one of the funniest. The hardest scene to do, there was one scene in the diner where me and Zoe are getting really angry with each other, and I think because the rest of the film had been so happy and so fun, that this scene just suddenly, like, I think we all left that day in a really weird mood because it was suddenly like we were making a different movie, and it was very intense and angry with each other. But it was also a really great scene in the film, so we did our jobs. So it was the funniest, the hardest, and what was the other bit? The best. Probably we got to eat Fool's Gold, which is this sandwich made of peanut butter, jam, and bacon. And there's really, if you can find a job that will pay you to eat that sandwich, you've found the right job.
Ben, Wallace is here?
Hi, thanks for coming by.
Are you trying to sleep with my girlfriend?
Oh, no, God, I wouldn't.
Don't worry, we're just talking guy.
Okay.
I do, absolutely, yes. And I mean, I think the problems arise when it's not platonic and you are very attracted to somebody, you know, sexually or romantically or however that takes its form. But I definitely think that it is, in the majority of cases, it's very, very straightforward to just have friends who are girls, or you know, girls have friends that are guys. Being around somebody that makes you incredibly happy all the time, and that you know, when you find somebody that you'd rather be with them than, you know, any of your other friends, and you want them to go with you to everything, you know, I suppose that's love.
I would like to try on that dress. It's a size 2. Are you a 2? I'm a 2. What?
Yes.
I need you to come in here.
What?
I'm kind of stuck. Are your eyes closed?
Yes.
To be honest, I haven't really seen anything outside of this room and this hotel. But I mean, I went to a TV show this morning and then drove back. So I haven't really seen a huge amount of the city yet, but I am very excited to be here. And so far, at least, it's the people that have made it a really special time, just because everybody is so warm and so friendly and excited to see us. So thank you to everybody who I've met. It comes out, Horns will be coming out on Halloween. We're in the States, certainly, and also so later this year. And it's a very dark but also very funny film. It's Alex Azar, the director, is a genius, and I don't use that word lightly. But he's a fantastic director, and yeah, I think nobody will know what to expect. It is a wild and crazy movie, and something that I think a lot of people will be really, really excited by.
It's very easy to be cynical about love until you've had that instant connection. If you're lucky, it happens once in a lifetime.
100% honesty is the foundation of any relationship.
Whoa, you are 100% honest with Nicole?
Yes.
About everything?
Yep.
What, New Orleans 2006? What was her name? Fabia? Yeah, she did look like a woman, to be fair.
99% honesty is the foundation of any relationship.